What is going on, YouTube? So on today's episode, if you guys would remember, we were trying to do the intake manifold on the red Dodge Ram, and then we tried lapping our own valves on the red Dodge Ram on its head, and we found out that both heads, not only that one, but also the motor from the original, the original motor that came on that truck, that motor also has busted heads. So that wasn't gonna work out, and a machine shop was just gonna charge me a little too much to redo all this. We went to our local auto parts store, which is AutoZone. Believe it or not, my local AutoZone down the street had the head for that Dodge Ram. And here it is. It's a brand new head. I'm gonna pull it out. We're gonna take a look at it. I already took a look at it, but we're gonna take a look at it together in camera so you guys can check it out. And we're gonna be able to replace this head, put it in the red Dodge Ram, and get it running all in this video. So you guys are gonna be able to see the completion of that intake manifold gasket, getting it all set up. So let me set you guys down. But very first, we gotta do this. We gotta drop the intro. Here's the head. Now, I wasn't gonna spend $1,600 for an aluminum head from Summit Racing, which I want to because this is heavy, okay? I want to, but I ain't got the money for it.
Annie shouldn't miss out just because she can't afford it.
No, ma'am, I'm afraid that's not allowed.
Help me, I'm poor.
Here we go. So check this out. Look at this head. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it beautiful? Don't you guys just want to kiss it? I do. Now, I hope you guys share this video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys comment on this video. And I hope a lot of you guys that are just watching my channel for the very first time, subscribe to this channel, because my wife is going to be very upset with me buying this, even though we desperately need that truck. So you go pick up that Nissan Frontier that I might have messed up the engine on. So yeah, so we got to finish this truck. But yeah, so we got the head. We got it at AutoZone at a good price. I had some rewards as well with them, so that I was able to take down some of the costs. But still, it's not enough. You know, I'd like to get it for free. I can't. You got to pay for everything. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But it has brand new valves. As you guys can see, the valves are brand new. The springs are brand new. The valve seals are brand new. All that. The keepers, all that is brand new. All that is checked. I don't have to do anything to it. The whole thing is machined perfectly to fit. All I have to do is install it. So the video today is basically me installing this head. On the last video, you guys saw me cleaning the block. That's still nice and clean. I will show that to you guys right now. Make sure the block is still nice and clean from last time we were actually working on this thing. And I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me that good. It's kind of windy outside. I can't really manage that. Here we go. And there it is. I just gotta clean that up. It looks like, I mean, it's dusty out here. If you guys could tell. If you guys could tell, it is a little dusty. There is a lot of dirt. You guys see all that? So I'm just gonna clean that up real quick. Go get the gasket, the head gasket, and then we're just gonna drop that head in there. And so yeah, so I'm gonna set you guys up real quick in the truck so you guys can see all that. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on putting that head back together and putting the intake manifold. And then, oh, another thing, you guys remember the tires that I had right here? They're gone, right? Where are they at? I already installed them in my mom's car, and these are her old tires right here. These are her old tires. So with that being said, and me showing you guys that, you know, her tires are done. Now, before I show you guys any products, I like to test them out myself, make sure that they work for me. So I want to show you guys this product. It's actually called a bead breaker, and it's so that the bead on the tires can actually come off easier. So next video, after this video, I'm going to be doing a review on this. And we're going to be installing those 37-inch tires on that Dodge Ram. But today's video is just basically focusing on that head, putting the head on there, torquing it, and then putting the intake manifold, getting that truck to run. So let me go ahead and set you guys up and get everything started. As you guys can see that I'm opening up the garage doors, it's a whole nother day. And the reason for that is because, well, my mom cleaned out the garage, as you guys can see. If you guys see my previous videos, my garage was not the best looking garage, okay? I had a lot of junk in here. And I was gone for like a week working in Nebraska. Well, I drove out to Nebraska and then came back. Well, my mom decided to clean out the garage, and in cleaning the garage, she found this piece of cardboard and decided to throw it away. Well, the piece of cardboard had the head gasket for the Dodge Ram. So I had to go get another one yesterday. But we got the gasket now, and then I was able to spend some time with my wife and kids yesterday since, you know, I hadn't seen them a whole week. And now we're back at it. Everybody's sleeping still. It's like 6 in the morning, but we're gonna go ahead and get started on the truck. I'm gonna get the head gasket, put some shellac on it, show you guys how that works, and then go ahead and throw the new head on there. So I'm gonna go and clean the block yet once again because I cleaned it yesterday, but I want to clean it again today. So I'm gonna go get that started. All right, guys. So let me show you. There's Finn. Let me show you guys the finished product of cleaning up the block real quick. So here we go. That's a nice clean block. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some shellac to that head gasket, put it on the block, and then grab the head and put it on the block. And I understand why my mom thought this was trash. I mean, if all you see is this, you probably think it's trash. So I understand it. I'm not mad at her or anything because of it, you know. It happens, it's okay. So here's a head gasket. What on? We're gonna go ahead and grab our shellac. And this is basically, it's gasket compound. It's so that it doesn't, we've used it all the time for any type of head gaskets whenever we're doing head gaskets, especially the paper ones. You don't need a lot either. And like I said, you don't really need a lot. So all this is gonna get mixed and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the process for you guys. Okay, there it is, one whole side done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side real quick. All right, there it is, done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the block, and then I'll come back for you guys, set you guys up somewhere where you guys can see me putting the head, bolting it up, and torquing it down. So give me 1 second. I was gonna go to the gym today. I was gonna go to the gym today, but then I remember I had to put on a head that weighs like 90 pounds, my God. You know what? Now, the step to torquing these heads is a 3-step process, okay? So the goal is to get to 95. So if you're gonna do a 3-step process, you might wanna start at 30, 60, and then 95. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start first 30, then we're gonna go up to 60, and then we're gonna go to the final torque, which is, like I said, instead of 95, we're gonna do 98. All right, so Google actually wants me to do 45, and then 45, 65, and 95. So step 1, okay, so we'll do that 45, 65, 95. So let me go ahead and get that started now. Unlock it. $45. Okay, 45. Now 65. Still 55. And now 95. Said 98, but we'll do 97. Okay. Okay. Now we go same pattern again. Rechecking. Just making sure that we torque them all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there we go. All right, so head is torqued. Now we have to go grab the push rods, install the push rods, the rocker arms, torque down the rocker arms, put the exhaust manifold on. I want to be able to put the exhaust manifold on before I do the rest, and then the intake manifold and the accessory drives and all that. So give me a second, let me start setting everything up, put my tools right here or the close by me. So yeah, so give me a second. But look at that, look at that, the head, brand new head is in there. So yeah, let me go get everything else, so give me 1 second. Put you guys somewhere closer so you guys can see. Here is the push rods, they're all nice and straight. So what I'm gonna do now is bunch them up together, and you guys see those holes? That's for oil. So we're gonna go ahead and put some assembly lube and then slide them down. Now on the head gasket, there's some holes where the push rods actually will guide through, and that's basically where I'm putting them in through right now. Can't see the holes from where I'm at, but I know they're there. $28 foot-pounds, so basically 30. We'll do 30 on these. So you guys saw that broke. All right, y'all, so I was talking to Mikey and I was able to get the bolt out with the set of pliers. There we go. All right, head is torqued, rocker arms are torqued, and it looks like they're already going up and down, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn the motor, make sure all works proper. Here. Just making sure they'll go down, they will go up. There we go. Now let me go get the valve cover, put some gasket maker on it, put the valve cover on it, and then, oh, you know what? No, let me go get the exhaust real quick. So give me 1 second. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put all these bolts on there, and then put you guys to charge. So give me 1 second. Hey guys, so I don't want you guys to think that I don't want to show you, but as you guys can see, we're about to get some rain. So we're gonna get some rain, and I wanted to hurry up the process because I also got to take the kids. My kids got to go to jiu-jitsu class. So I already put the exhaust manifold on there. Okay, that's not that hard. I put the valve cover gasket on there as well. As you guys can see, I got some red silicone and just threw it on there. That's all I had, so it's okay. Put the spark plug wires back on there, and check it out. That's the Valley. This is ready basically for the intake manifold, and basically to finish the whole series, right? So the whole thing started with me having to remove the intake manifold because I noticed that whenever I would spray brake cleaner, it would leak in towards the cylinder 5 and 7 a little bit more, so it would speed up the RPMs. And then we ended up figuring out that the valves were actually messed up, and then when we actually took off the head, we saw that the valves weren't just messed up, it was actually the whole head. The head was cracked between cylinder 5 and 7. In cylinder 5, between the intake manifold, so on cylinder 5, between the intake valve and the exhaust valve, there was a crack on there. It's very small, very minute, but I just didn't want to leave it like that. I knew over time it was going to cause problems. The valve lapping worked and everything, is just that crack was not going to cut it for me, especially because we want to be able to take this truck long trips. So we ended up just doing a head on it, and we're to the point back where the original thing of the video was just replacing the intake manifold. So here we are. I'm gonna clean that up, go take the kids to jiu-jitsu class, and when I come back, we're gonna install that intake manifold and fire up the truck. So give me 1 second, let me do everything I have to do, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so as you guys can see, the Ram is right here by the garage, and that's because it started raining. Let me show you. Oh, you guys can see the Ram is pretty much wet, the top of the Mercedes. I basically grabbed the Mercedes, pulled the truck backwards, and then pushed it forward with the front bumper on the back bumper of the Dodge Ram, and pushed it forward into the garage. If you guys want to see that, go follow my TikTok so you guys can see that. I wasn't gonna record it. I don't want to get caught in the rain again. So yeah, so like I said, all we have to do now is the intake manifold gasket. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that from inside of the truck, set up some lights so I can see, so you guys can see, and we're gonna go ahead and finish this job. So give me 1 second. All right guys, so I got a light there. Ready? Here it is. Here it is. Look at that noise. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the gaskets. Throw them in here. Right here is where we want to be able to have silicone here, and in the back one, because that's where, you know, oil can escape through and stuff. Water did get in here a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. Oh, this is in water. What the heck? Why is it green? Oh, it's never mind, it's assembly lube. I'm over here thinking it's water. Either way, I'm gonna clean it up. I should go ahead and drain out the oil from the bottom because coolant did get in here. So coolant did get in here where we remove the gaskets and stuff. So maybe I should do that. Okay, so let me go ahead and drain out the oil first. And yeah, I'll drain out the oil first, and then I'll come right back up here and do the rest of this part. All right, that's done. So now we're gonna go ahead and put some gasket maker on this thing and go get the intake manifold. So these are the cork gaskets that go one in the front, one in the back. You especially add some right here, right in the edges. All right. So this one is gonna go in the back, right there. Okay. This one's gonna go right here in the front. Oh, wrong way. Front right here. Just like that. Now I'm gonna add silicone around the coolant jackets. Okay. Just for extra protection. They're supposed to slide in there. Be gentle. There's one. I'm also gonna add some on the intake manifold itself. All right, there it is. Let me go grab my camera. Make sure the gasket in the back did not move. The gasket, the cord gasket did not in fact move. So we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the bolts on there and putting them down. It's starting to rain now. So I'm just gonna keep tightening these up real quick and then finish it up. But work called me and they're telling me where I'm gonna go for tomorrow for work. And so yeah, so I guess I'm going to Arizona. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't tighten the bolts up all the way. I just basically put them on down and then I'll retighten them all right now. Alrighty then guys, so that's basically it. Intake manifold is in. Now the next step is putting all the wiring together, vacuum hoses, finishing all that up. So I'm gonna do that off camera. Oh, on camera, I do want to tell you guys, this sensor is a sensor I bought, the other coolant temperature sensor, and we're gonna replace it with this one right here. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna take this one off. I'm gonna take that one off and replace it with the new one that I got. And so yeah, but off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up all the wiring, all the electrical and stuff. Anything of interest, I will get back with you guys. But yeah, so this is the next thing, just hooking everything up, putting the oil into the motor, coolant, and once I'm ready to fire it up, I'll make sure to turn on the camera. So give me 1 second, let me go ahead and do all this. So I will be right back with you guys. Hey guys, so as you guys can hear, there's an engine running. Check it out. Everything's hooked up, it's running, but I'm putting the coolant back in it right now. I already put 2 gallons of it, 50-50 in it. So I'm gonna put the rest, and then once I go for a test drive, I will put you guys inside with me, the kids inside with me, and we're gonna go test drive it, make sure it runs good. But yeah, it's running great right now. No misfire, no nothing. It's running perfect. So yeah, I will get back with you guys in a little bit. Give me 1 second. Hey guys, so as promised, I wanted to show you guys an update. We're already done with work, on our way home, and this is the 15 freeway going up the Cajon Pass. Check it out, we're going 70 miles an hour. Truck passed smog with flying colors, so all is good on that end. And we got registration, so we got tags on it. So yeah, truck's working great. I ordered a coolant temperature sensor with a gauge because I don't know, this one just doesn't work. So I ordered a new one of those, and then I'm gonna go ahead and install that later on. Probably won't make a video of it. I'll probably make a short, a YouTube short for that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Next time we're gonna be installing the tires, on the 37-inch tires on this truck. So be sure to like these videos so I know that I'm doing a good job. Comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.